Good morning. Anybody there? Yes, please. Can I start? Please acknowledge host. Yes, please. Good morning. Am I audible? Please acknowledge me. Am I audible to everybody? Okay. So, good morning to all of you. Please say good morning. Janya, good morning. I hope everybody is feeling fine. Good morning. So, we are here to start a discussion on company law. It's a crash course. So, I'll be discussing things which are important. Yes, please. Everybody has logged in. People are coming as per their sweet time. So now I think we are good to start that today I wanted to discuss certain chapters. Have you students received some soft copy, PDF copy? If you have received, please show thumbs up. Have you received some soft copy of some case studies which I have selected? Please show thumbs up. All the people. Yes, everybody has received. Yes, Shraddha, very good. Okay. So I think people have received the soft copy. So now the question is that what am I going to start today? Today I'm going to start with the discussion on chapter number 10. Chapter number 10, I have planned many chapters. Let us see how many we can complete today. So today I've planned to start with chapter number 10. This chapter is on audit and auditors. So first I will discuss some important points on audit and auditors, and then we can do the case study questions also. Okay. Since you people said that you have got the case studies, first I will discuss chapter number 10 and then we will go to the case study questions. Okay. So can I write something on the board? Will you listen and will you copy whatever I'm writing on the board? Please allow me to do that. Can I write something on the board? All of you will copy honestly. Yes, sir. Host, please tell me, is any prayer there so we can first have the prayer? Host, please tell me, any prayer is there so that I can start? Okay. No, sir. Okay, sir. I'll start. So now we are starting with audit and auditors. Let us come to chapter number 10 of your study material. If you have the institute study material with you, well and good. If you have your notebook also with you, well and good. I'm explaining you certain things, and please make sure that you all are noting it down. So what am I going to explain you is chapter number 10, audit and auditors. Now, since I'll not be looking at the chat box, I would want somebody to take the initiative of acknowledging me of what I'm writing on the board. Anybody will do that? I'm not looking at the chat box now. So whatever I'm writing on the board, will somebody acknowledge me? Is the screen visible? Is the screen visible? Yes, sir. So I think first I'll explain you certain things, but nobody's acknowledging me. I want somebody to take the initiative of acknowledging me. In the mic, Ram sir, can you make some arrangements? Somebody should speak in the mic and acknowledge me so that I'm not looking at the screen now. Zoom meeting. Sure, sir. Yeah. So I'm starting with audit and auditors. Come on, tell me how many sections are there in chapter number 10? Chapter number 10, Bear Act. Audit and auditors. How many sections are there? Have you revised chapter number 10? How many sections are there in chapter number 10? Anybody? How many sections in chapter number 10? Starting from section 139, section 140, 141, 142, 143, 144, 145, 146, 147, and 148. Everybody knows these sections? Chapter number 10, Audit and Auditors. Chapter number 10, Audit and Auditors. How many sections are there? This is chapter number 10 as per the Bear Act. This is chapter number 10 as per the Bear Act, Audit and Auditors. Let me tell you that as per chapter number 10, we are first discussing appointment of the auditors. Appointment of the auditors is given in which section? Section number 139. Appointment of auditors is given under which section, sir? Anybody will answer the section number? Come on. Which section we are discussing appointment of auditors? Chapter number 10, Audit and Auditors. Which section we are discussing? Section number 139. What is section 139? Bharat? Yes, very good. Like that way, everybody has to answer. Tell me, what is section number 139? What is section number 139 talking about? It talks about appointment of the auditors. Tell me, who can be appointed as the auditor in a company? Anybody would answer, who can be appointed as the auditor of the company? Either an individual or a firm of chartered accountants. Can I say who can be appointed as the auditor of the company? Either an individual or a firm of chartered accountants. Tell me, if an individual is appointed as the auditor of the company, for how long the individual has to be appointed as the auditor? Anyone? If an individual is appointed as the auditor of the company, for how long? Yes. Individual has to be appointed for a period of 5 years. Individual has to be, if you will answer to me, if you'll reply, I'll talk more. Okay, so please reply. Acknowledge me. So tell me, individual will be appointed. Very good. 5 years. Is it 5 consecutive years? Is it 5 consecutive years? Yes, sir. If an individual is appointed in 2019, yes, sir. Very good. This is the way you have to acknowledge me. If an individual is appointed in 2019, can I say that the individual's rotation will be from 2019 to 2024? Yes or no? So if the from the conclusion of the first AGM till the conclusion of the sixth AGM, correct or not? Section number 139, section number 139, subsection 1, yes. From the conclusion of the first AGM till the conclusion of the sixth AGM, yes or no? So according to section number 139, an individual will be appointed as an auditor of a company from the first AGM conclusion till the sixth AGM conclusion. So tell me, if you are an individual, who will appoint you as the auditor? When I am a statutory auditor and I send my proposition to the company, who are the people who are going to appoint me as the auditors? Come on. In the company, there are two competent authorities. There are two competent authorities. Who are those competent authorities, sir? The competent authorities can be audit committee and the competent authorities can be the board of directors. Yes or no? Yes, very good. Bharat, super, fantastic. The competent authorities can be audit committee and yes, and the board of directors. Tell me one thing. Which are those companies where the audit committee is appointed? Which are those companies? Section number 177 of the Companies Act says. Section number 177 of the Companies Act says that the companies in which audit committee is appointed, how many companies have audit committees? Tell me. Those companies which are listed companies, companies which are listed companies should compulsorily have audit committees. First thing. Apart from that, those public companies which are having paid up share capital of 10 crore rupees or more, okay, those companies which are having a paid up share capital of 10 crore rupees or more, turnover of 100 crore rupees or more, and aggregate loans and borrowings or debentures or deposits exceeding 50 crore rupees more, exceeding 50 crore rupees. If you see your study material, they have used the word, see, I caught one mistake here. Exceeding 50 crore rupees or more, they are writing. Sir, exceeding 50 crore and more is the same thing. So the borrowing and outstanding loan, if they are exceeding 50 crore rupees, that is more than sufficient condition. Okay, sir. So let me tell you that in those companies which are listed companies, remember, according to section 177 of the Companies Act, those companies which are listed companies, those public companies which are having paid up share capital of 10 crore rupees or more, or turnover of 100 crore rupees or more, or loans and outstanding borrowings from the banks, debenture holders exceeding 50 crore rupees, have to form an audit committee. What is the lookout of this audit committee? The audit committee basically looks into the decision where the auditors are appointed, fixation of auditors remuneration. Are you understanding or not? So fixation of auditors remuneration, when auditors are appointed. Also, let me tell you that this audit committee also takes into account that how to select the auditors, So auditors will be selected by the audit committee. Their remuneration will be fixed by the audit committee. So whenever audit committee is selected in the company, the job of the audit committee is to select the statutory auditors for the company. So always remember two things, that the statutory auditors selection will happen. The statutory auditors selection will happen by the audit committee. Okay. The statutory auditors selection will happen by the audit committee. And if audit committee is not formed in the company, then you will have any other competent authority like a board of director. Okay. So either statutory auditors who are appointed can be an individual or can be a partnership firm. Tell me, when I'm saying partnership firm, is it the only the traditional partnership firm, or does it includes LLP? Who will answer this question? Does it includes LLP or also only the traditional partnership firm? Yes, Srinidhi, Jay, very good. Yes, Jayesh, very good. It includes LLP as well. Fantastic answer. So tell me, LLP or firm or individual, these are the three possibilities. Now, why only these three possibilities are there? Because in a company, the body corporate cannot be appointed as the auditor. Exception is the LLP. Okay. The body corporate cannot be appointed as the auditor. Exception is the limited liability partnership. So in an audit committee, the audit committee will do the selection of the auditors. And I told you the classes of companies. Come on, anybody in half 30 seconds, can you tell me the conditions of the audit committee? Who will tell me? Section 177. What are the conditions for forming an audit committee in a company? It should be either which company? Come on, tell me fast. It should be either which company? A listed company. Who will tell me the condition? Yes, very good, Srinidhi, very good. Listed company. Come on, participate in the discussion. I want everybody to speak in the class. Okay, it's a live session. It should be unlisted public company. Okay, if it is unlisted public company, then if it is unlisted public company, then paid up share capital, how much, sir? Paid up share capital, how much? 10 crores or more. Paid up share capital, how much? 10 crores or more. Turnover, how much, sir? Turnover, 100 crores or more. Paid up share capital, 10 crores or more. Turnover is always the highest. Remember, turnover is always the highest. Okay. So turnover should be 100 crore or more, and aggregate loans and borrowings from debenture holders exceeding, how much, sir? Exceeding. Don't say exceeding also and more also. I found the mistake in the module. Okay. So exceeding, how much, sir? Yes, 50 crore rupees. Very good. Shashank, very good answer. Fantastic. Tell me, till here everybody is clear. Can I proceed? Now, when you appoint the auditors in the company, either an individual or the firm, Let me tell you, section 139 further adds that you have to take a written consent from the auditor. What you have to take, sir? You have to take a written consent from the auditor. Tell me, you have to take which consent from the auditor? Written consent of the auditor. Okay. So auditor will give in writing that he has been appointed as the auditor of the company for a proposed term. And let me also tell you that when the auditor gives a written consent, he also has to state that he has not violated the ceiling limit. Do you know what is a ceiling limit? Anybody has revised what is ceiling limit? Yeah, before I go to the question on ceiling limit, tell me one thing, that the written consent of the auditor has to be taken on a certificate, and the auditor has to also confirm this, that he has not exceeded the ceiling limit. Ceiling limit means the maximum number of audits that an auditor can do. Okay. And the maximum number of audits that an auditor can do should not exceed 20 companies. Yes. Very good. Very good answer, Bharat. Very good. So should not exceed, Shashank. Very good. 20 companies. Okay. So the maximum number of audits that an auditor can do should not exceed 20 companies. Moral of the whole story is that once an auditor is selected as a statutory auditor, tell me, who is the statutory auditor, sir? The one who has the signing authority. Okay. In Companies Act, the statutory auditors are appointed because Companies Act itself is a statute. So when you're appointing a statutory auditor, the statutory auditor has which authority? The signing authority. So if such auditors are appointed in companies, then they have to give a written acknowledgement, and that written acknowledgement will be given in form number ADT 1. Okay, the written certificate will be given, and plus also auditors write in ADT 1 form. Many people in articleship also, they are struggling to know all these points. Okay, I'm telling you in the class itself that in ADT 1 form, you have to state that 20 company limit we have not exceeded. Okay. So in ADT 1 form, we have to state that 20 company limits we have not exceeded. Okay, sir. Let me also tell you. So now, tell me, which are those companies? Let's come to section 139, subsection 2, which is a very important section. Subsection 2, section 139, marking important. I'm marking it important. These are the classes of companies to whom the rotation period concept will apply. Okay, what is rotation period concept? Tell me that if you are an individual, your term of audit will be from the conclusion of the first AGM till the conclusion of the sixth AGM. If you are a firm, there will be 2 terms. Tell me, when I say 2 terms include 2 terms of 5 consecutive years. Okay, yes, 2 terms of 5 consecutive years. So tell me, if I appoint you in 2019, when will your rotation period get over? Anybody will answer this question. If I appoint you in 2019, when will your rotation period get over? If I appoint, yes, your rotation period in case of a firm will get over in 2029. Jayesh, very good answer. Yes, individual. If it is an individual, then 2024, 5 years. Okay. If it is a firm, then the rotation period will get over in 2029. Excellent answer. Very good. Fantastic. Yes, sir. Also, let me tell you that this rotation period concept is not applicable to every company. Okay. If you read section 139, subsection 2 from the Institute study material, they have clearly given the classes of companies where the rotation period will get over. Let me tell you that the rotation period will get over for the period of 5 years and 10 years respectively, but not applicable to all companies. It is only applicable to certain classes of companies. How to say this? Certain classes of companies. Sir, certain classes of companies meaning which classes of companies, sir? So certain, when I say certain classes of companies, it clearly means that it will be getting over in respect of listed companies. So for listed companies, the term will get over after 5 years. And if it is a firm, then 10 years. For listed companies, rotation period concept is compulsory. Okay. For listed companies, rotation period concept is compulsory. Also, for all companies which are public companies, unlisted public companies, if they are having a paid up share capital of 10 crores or more, or private limited companies. Now, a turning point is coming here. First time in the initial part of the discussion, when I was talking about audit committee condition, I never used the word private company. Sir, Audit committees are not appointed in private company. Please write it somewhere. Don't make mistakes in exam. Okay. Audit committees are not required in private companies. Okay, sir. So audit committees are not appointed in private companies. But when it comes to all companies, in case of all companies other than listed companies, it is unlisted public company, private company. Now, in private company, having paid up share capital of 50 crores or more. Sir, this limit was 20 crores few years back. Now the limit has become 50 crores. So for all companies, when we are saying all companies, we are excluding one-person companies and small companies. Okay, sir. We are excluding one-person companies and small companies. In case of one-person and small companies, rotation period concept is not applicable. Okay. In case of one-person companies and small companies, rotation period concept is not applicable. It is applicable in case of unlisted public companies. So tell me, for unlisted public companies, what is the criteria? The unlisted public company should have a paid up share capital of 10 crores or more. Private limited companies having paid up share capital of 50 crores or more. And if condition number A and B are not satisfied, that means if the unlisted public company having paid up share capital of less than 10 crore, or a private company having paid up share capital of less than 50 crore, then in that case, we have to see the third condition, the condition number C. Then we have to see the borrowing condition. So if those companies are having borrowings from banks and financial institutions, even public deposits to the tune of 50 crores or more. Now here clearly they have written 50 crore or more because it is correct limit. So if the borrowings are 50 crore or more, then also the auditor will be subjected to rotation period. So rotation condition has to be seen from the point that it is a listed company. And if it is an unlisted company, then you have to see the paid up capital, which is 10 crore or more. Private company paid up share capital 50 crore or more. If for these companies the conditions are not fulfilled, then you have to see that if it is having a public borrowing of 50 crore or more. Let me tell you, private companies cannot accept public deposits. Mind it. Even if the word is written public deposit, that does not apply to a private company because private companies are not supposed to accept public deposits. However, there are some exceptions. Okay. So when we do the deposit chapter, I will tell you what are those exceptions. Okay. Mind all these points. Tell me, everybody is following the discussion till here? All the people are following the discussion till here? Yes, sir. Everyone. Madhav. Hi, Madhav. Okay, very good. Fantastic. Then after the tenure of the auditor gets over, tell me, after the term of the auditor gets over, then the auditor will be subjected to a cooling off period. Do you know what is a cooling off period? Anybody? What is a cooling off period, sir? And for individual and firm, what is a cooling off period? Yes, cooling off period will be for how many years? 5 years. Very good. Cooling off period will be for how many years? 5 years. Okay. So cooling off period will be for 5 years after the completion of the rotation period. After the completion of the rotation period, cooling off period will be for 5 years. Yes, where auditor cannot take up the Jayesh, yes, to ensure independence. Fantastic. Jayesh has become like exemption. Jayesh exemption, company law exemption. Fantastic. So tell me, when we are talking about the cooling off period, one thing which I wanted to say, in the cooling off period, you cannot take up the audits of CHAS companies. You know what are CHAS companies? CHASS, CHAS companies, company in which you are the auditor, holding company, associate company, subsidiary of such holding company. Yes, you in the cooling off period, you cannot take up the audit of CHAS companies. Okay, so don't forget that we cannot do the audit of CHAS companies. Yes, very good answer. So can we make a summary chart now? So I will just open my screen and we'll write a summary chart, a small summary chart on whatever I have explained you just now. Okay. So last minute revision point. So see, this way, if you make last minute revision point, it will be good for you. Okay. Last minute revision point. So chapter number 10, audit and auditor. We are just making a summary chart. A summary chart of whatever I explained just now. So I explained you 139 section, subsection 1, 139 section, subsection 2, and I also explained you 177 section, that was audit committee section. Okay, sir. 177 section was audit committee section. Audit committee section. So tell me one thing. Tell me one thing. If you are an individual, what is your rotation period? We'll just summarize those points. So individual rotation period is how much, sir? Yes, sir. Rotation period is of one term of 5 consecutive years. Okay, sir. One term of 5 consecutive years. One term of 5 consecutive years. So for an individual, the rotation period is one term of 5 consecutive years. And this starts from which AGM? This starts from first AGM. This starts from first AGM to sixth AGM. Yes, sir. This starts from first AGM to sixth AGM. Okay, sir. And tell me, if you are a firm, then the rotation period is 2 terms of 5 consecutive years. 2 terms of 5 consecutive years. Okay, sir. So when I write 2 terms of 5 consecutive years, what does it means? From the first AGM, to 11th AGM. From the first AGM to 11th AGM. Okay. This is what is the rotation period for individuals and firms. And tell me, is rotation period applicable to all companies? So rotation period, main points I am writing. Rotation period applicable to certain class of companies. Yeah, tell me, certain classes of companies. Certain classes of companies meaning which classes of companies? We already discussed that point. Certain classes of companies meaning, according to section 139, subsection 2, it includes listed companies, it includes unlisted public companies. Yeah, unlisted public companies having paid up share capital of rupees 10 crores or more. Of rupees 10 crores or more. Then private companies having paid up share capital of rupees 50 crores or more. This is a star condition, sir. More than equal to 50 crores. And one more condition is there, public borrowings. So tell me, borrowings should be how much, sir? Again, 50 crores or more. Rupees 50 crores or more. Okay. And who are the competent authority to select the auditors? Competent authority to select the auditors. The audit committee or board of directors. In a company, the competent authority can be audit committee, or board of directors. BODs, board of directors. Tell me, if it is audit committee, what are the conditions for audit committee? Section 177. Companies which can form audit committee. Companies which can form audit committees. Yeah, tell me, which companies can form audit committee? Listed companies. Okay, sir. Listed companies whose shares are listed on stock exchanges. And if it is unlisted public company, only public companies can have audit committee. Only public companies can have audit committee. Then the paid up share capital should be how much, sir? More than equal to rupees 10 crores. And turnover should be how much, sir? More than equal to rupees 100 crores. More than equal to rupees 100 crores. Sir, all these conditions we have to see together, or any one should be satisfied? Any one can be satisfied. There is an or in between. There is an or in between. Don't forget. Don't write and. There is an or in between. Okay. And outstanding loans should be how much, sir? Greater than rupees 50 crores. Tell me, have you understood? These are the conditions that you have to fulfill. Sir, what if we are not able to copy all this? What if we are not able to copy all this? I will send you the PDF later on. Don't worry. What if we are not able to copy all this, sir? I will send you the written PDF also. Tell me, is the point clear? Perfect, sir. Everybody. Can I proceed? Thumbs up, please. Thumbs up. I want thumbs up. Yes, sir. Okay. Now, coming to the next point, I wanted to discuss ceiling limit. Sir, important question coming up in exam. I'm getting Devi. Important question coming up. Ceiling limit. You have got the PDF now, which I have sent you. There is a ceiling limit question I have included. It is a recent CA final old syllabus question. It came in 2021. Imagine CA final it came. High chances of coming in inter CA now. Ceiling limit question. As we rightly pointed out in the beginning of the class, that ceiling limit is 20 companies. But do you know that when we are counting 20 companies, which type of companies we have to take into consideration? When we are counting 20 companies, which type of companies we have to take into consideration? We have to take only those companies which are public companies. Shashank, don't say listed companies. No, no, no. You should use the word public companies. Section number I'm discussing, section number 141, subsection number 3, clause number G. If you remember the clause number, you write it. If you don't remember, at least you write the section number. Okay, at least you write the section number. Everybody has the module, institute module in your hand. Can you come to page number 10.29 for 1 minute? Yes, everybody can come to page number 10.29. Look on page number 10.29. There is one question. First, I'll do easy question. Then I'll take up the CA final question. Okay, so 2 questions we'll practice on ceiling limit. Tell me, we are discussing 141 subsection 3, clause number G. This question says that the maximum ceiling limit is 20 companies. Okay, so I'm reading out the question for you. I'm reading out the question. Should I show it on the screen or should I directly read it? Should I show it on the screen? Everybody has the module? Show it on the screen, sir. Directly read it. Okay. ABC and Company. Listen, ABC and Company is an audit firm having partner ABC. So tell me, for one partner, the ceiling limit is how much? 20 companies. Now, this company has 3 partners. So ceiling limit is how much, sir? Ceiling limit is how much, sir? 20 multiplied by 3. Yes, 60 companies. Very good. 20 multiplied by 3, that is 60 companies. So there are total 3 partners. Ceiling limit of the entire firm is 60 companies. Okay. All are chartered accountants. Very good. Mr. A, Mr. B, and Mr. C are holding appointment in 4, 6, and 10 company audits respectively. Okay, sir. So they are having appointment in 4, 6, and 10 company audit respectively. Provide the maximum number of audits remaining in the name of ABC and Company. Tell me, if already they are having 4, 6, and 10, so 4 plus 6, 10 plus 10, 20. So out of 60, if, yes, out of 60, if 20 audits are already exhausted, now what is the balance number of audits which are remaining? So balance number of audits which are remaining are 40 companies. Everybody answer. Yes, Vineet, very good, super. Srinidhi, very good. 40 companies. Everybody got the answer, 40 companies. Look at the way of writing the answer. How they are writing the answer? Section 141, subsection 3, clause number G. Okay. How they are writing the answer, sir? That a person shall not be eligible for appointment as the auditor if he is having a full-time employment elsewhere. See, if you are in full-time employment elsewhere, then you cannot become the auditor of the company. Okay. Because to become company auditor, you should have a practice of CA. And you should be doing CA practice. You can't be under employment, full-time employment elsewhere. Or a partner of a firm holding as an appointment, if such partner as on the date of such appointment or reappointment is holding as an auditor of more than 20 companies. So if you are having more than 20 companies, you are not allowed. Tell me, where do we mention that we are having 20 company audits? Where do we mention this? We mention it in ADT 1 form. Okay. So we will write this in ADT 1 form. When the management will read that form, the management will understand that, okay, the auditor has exceeded 20 companies or not. So we have to mention that in form number ADT 1. Okay, we have to mention that in form number ADT 1. So in ADT 1 form, we will mention our ceiling limit. And tell me, more than 20 companies, but while counting 20 companies, which companies we have to take into consideration? Somebody said listed company. I clearly said, please look here. It is not listed company. It is public companies and private companies having paid up share capital of more than equal to rupees 100 crores. So private companies having paid up share capital of how much, sir? More than equal to 100 crore rupees. So there are only 2 companies which we have to count. Okay, which 2 companies we have to count in ceiling limit? Public companies. Any kind of public, let it be listed, let it be unlisted, it doesn't matter, sir. Let it be any company, we have to only count those companies which are private limited companies having paid up capital of 100 crore or more. And public company, we don't see the capital condition. We straight away included whether it is a listed company, whether it is unlisted company. When we are counting the ceiling limit, we have to exclude dormant company. We have to exclude 1-person company. These are all the companies which are excluded. Small companies, we have to exclude them from counting the ceiling limit. So tell me, in the given case, I think we got the first answer that the total limit remaining audits for the firm is 40. And what is the individual limit remaining, sir? Provide the maximum number of audit remaining in the name of individual partner. So tell me, if A is having 4 now, so how many more he can do? How many more he can do? Yes, Srinidhi, very good. 16. B, he can take up how many more audits in the ceiling limit? Yeah, answer fast. Yes, 14. Fantastic, fantastic. And C can take up 10 audits. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very good, very good. I will tell you 2 more points. When we are counting private companies, we have to see the paid up capital of 100 crore or more. Suppose if you are the auditor of a private company which is having less than 100 crore paid up capital. Listen, if you're an auditor of a private company which is having less than 100 crore paid up capital, in that case, if the private company has defaulted in filing its annual return under section 92, can anybody tell me the form number of section 92? I had discussed that in classroom. I discuss in my regular lectures. All the form numbers I discuss. Very good. Srinidhi, very good answer. MGT 7 form. Yes. Yes, MGT 7 form. So MGT 7 form is the annual return. Yes, very good. If private company has defaulted in filing MGT 7 in section number 92, and there is one more default of section number 137, financial statement, annual financial statement. Anybody can tell me the form numbers of annual financial statements? Yes, please. AOC 4. Yes, and if it is a consolidated statement, then AOC 4 CFS. Correct, sir? Remember these 2 form numbers. You should write all these form numbers in exam. I had made you do the charts in classroom. What things we had done in the classroom, correct or not? So you must write the form numbers. Okay. So if they have made the default in filing the MGT 7 or AOC 4 CFS, then that private company will be included in the ceiling limit. Do you agree or not? Then that private company will be included in the ceiling limit. Everybody agrees with this question? Perfect, sir. Yes, sir. All of you. Please acknowledge. Yes, sir. Fantastic. So tell me, with this, we have done so many point discussion, small points I am taking up. Sir, I have given one question in my that printed sheet which I selected from CA final. Okay. First, let me discuss few more sections. Then I will do that question. Can I proceed with discussion of few more section rather than that question? It is on the same lines only. But that question you must practice. And if you want, you practice it and you share it with me. I will check it. Okay, I will check it. I'll check your answer. But you practice that question. Okay, sir. Can I proceed, sir? Next point. Remuneration of auditor. Yeah, tell me who fixes the auditor's remuneration. If it is a subsequent auditor, who fixes the auditor's remuneration? Shareholder will appoint subsequent auditor in the general meeting, annual general meeting. So shareholder will fix the auditor's remuneration. Yes. And if it is a case of first auditor, tell me who fixes auditor's remuneration. In case of first auditor remuneration, if it is appointed by the board of director, then the board of director will fix the auditor's remuneration. Perfect, sir. Yes, fantastic. Very good. Remuneration section number 142. What is the remuneration section number, sir? 142. Very good. Tell me, what are the components of auditor's remuneration? What are the components of auditor's remuneration? Anybody? Components of auditor's remuneration include audit fees. In your module, if you are on page number 10.31, audit fees and out-of-pocket expenses. Srinidhi, fantastic answer. Out-of-pocket expenses. Any facility that is extended to the auditor, but it should be in connection with his audit only. Okay. Any facility which is extended to the auditor, it should be in connection with his audit only. Yes or no? Please read point number A, B, and C. Remuneration of the auditor. Come on. Remuneration of the auditor. So audit fees, out-of-pocket expenses, any facility extended. Tell me, with remuneration, which section you should study simultaneously? Along with remuneration section, which section you should study simultaneously? You should study section 144. Okay. Yeah, because in 144, so I completed 142 discussion. You should study 144 sections simultaneously. Auditors who are not allowed to render certain services. Tell me, if auditors are not allowed to render certain services, why this section has come? Because in earlier times, when this section was not there under the old company law, then CAs used to get flattered. Okay, management used to keep on giving them work and work. Money was also given, no, undoubtedly, but work was more. So that time auditors used to get flattered. So what auditors used to do, they used to do audit as well as they used to provide other services. Now, when they used to provide other services, they used to charge for that. But then they used to only listen to the management. They never used to listen to the shareholders. They never used to keep the viewpoint of the shareholders into consideration. So that's a wrong thing. Either you become a statutory independent auditor or you do other services. You can't do both now. Okay. The New Companies Act says that you can't do both now. Hence, the New Companies Act has removed certain services from the auditors category. That means if you're a statutory auditor, statutory auditors category cannot give these type of services. Okay. But they have only considered here 8 total services. 8 plus 1 is equal to 9. 8 are decided services, and the ninth one is any other service as may be prescribed. So tell me, even if the board of director and audit committee give you the approval, you can't give these services. You can give other services, but you can't give these services. Okay, sir. So which services are considered in prohibited services? Anybody would like to answer? Accounting and bookkeeping. Okay, accounting and bookkeeping, internal auditing, designing and implementation of financial information system, actuarial services, investment advisory services, investment banking services, rendering outsourced financial services, management services, and any other kind of services as may be prescribed. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So just have a look on the services. Glance it fast. Glance it fast. Sir, below there is one example given. After this section ends, there is one example given on page number 10.44 of the institute material. There is one example given. Tell me, this fellow is appointed as the auditor of a pharmaceutical company. Okay. MNP is a medium-sized company. It is engaged in the business of pharmaceutical. And on 31st March 2018, the company is looking for GST auditor, goods and service tax auditor. Tell me, is GST audit service given in the list of those 8 plus 1 is equal to 9 services? Is GST audit given there? No, GST audit is not given. Yes or no? So tell me, if GST audit is not given, can the auditor give that service to the company? Can the auditor provide? Is it a prohibited service? Yes, it is not a prohibited service. That means the auditor can give that service. Okay. So GST auditor service can be given. The company wants somebody for this work who is familiar with the business. See, such a smart company, it is keeping the statutory auditor to provide GST audit service because statutory auditor is familiar with the service. Sir, how can statutory auditor give this type of services? Statutory auditors are prohibited. But if it is familiar with the business and this service doesn't comes in the list of 8 services, then the statutory auditor can provide. Tell me, do you even have to take approval of board of director and audit committee for such services which are not covered in the 8 plus 1 is equal to 9 services? You don't have to take anybody's approval. Upfront, you can go and you can provide these services. Have you understood or not? So in GST audit service can be given by the statutory auditor. The company wants to appoint somebody who is familiar with the business of the company. That is one who has worked with the company in the past so that it will require lesser efforts to complete the GST audit. Company has options to appoint statutory auditor that can be appointed. Underline, can be appointed for this work for the betterment of the company. That means statutory auditors can be appointed for the betterment of the company because the GST audit service is not covered in the above list of 8 plus 1 is equal to 9 services. Tell me, have you understood, everybody? Everybody is clear, sir? All the people are clear? Yes, sir. So GST audit not covered under 8 plus 1 is equal to 9 services. So 142, 143 over. Yes. 145 section. What is 145 section? Your audit will have no validity unless and until you sign the audit reports. Okay. So you have to sign the audit report. The auditor shall sign the audit report and he shall certify duty to sign the audit report. Very good. Tell me, can the auditor give his qualification, observation, remarks in the audit report? Yes or no? Can the auditor gives his qualification, remarks in the audit report? Yes. Remarks, observations, comments can be given in the audit report. If there are any adverse effects, on the functioning of the company, that can also be written in the audit report. Okay, sir. So whether the entire audit report should be read out before the shareholders in the general meeting? Answer this question. You have to read the entire audit report or you can only read? Sir, why you have to want to read the entire audit report? You can only read the adverse remark, qualifications, etc. in the general meeting. Okay. But remaining points the shareholder can inspect themselves. See, audit report is a public document. Do you remember I had showed you in the class annual report of the company? Audit report is it is a public document. It is open for inspection. Remaining points shareholder can read. There is no need to read the entire audit report. You can only read the qualification, adverse remark and comments in the audit report. All practical knowledge we are discussing here. Tell me, have you understood or not? So there is no need to read the entire audit report. Only we are discussing that we have to read the adverse remark, qualification. The remaining points can be inspected by the members. Okay, sir. Okay, then tell me, what is 146 section talking about? Just like company sends notices to all its members for attending the annual general meeting, similarly, the company has to send notice to the auditor also. Even auditor should be invited. Yes or no? Just like company sends notices to all the members for attending the AGM, similarly, duty to attend the AGM. Madhav, fantastic answer. So tell me, if auditor cannot come in AGM, then who he will send? He will send any other authorized representative. Okay. And underline that word, authorized representative. And that authorized representative should also be the auditor of the company. Okay. The authorized representative should also be the auditor of the company. If not the auditor, he should be qualified to become the auditor. Yes, Madhav, very good. He should be qualified to become if he is not the auditor, not the partner, then he should be some qualified person. Okay, who we can trust upon. And the shareholders will listen to that authorized representative in the same way as they would have listened to the auditor. Yes or no? So you should give respect to the authorized representative even though he has not done the full audit. Is it clear to everybody, sir? Fantastic. Following all the points? Yes, sir. Tell me, is the auditor mandatorily required to attend the annual general meeting? Are the auditors supposed to mandatorily attend the AGM? It is their duty to attend. Mandatory, yes, it is their duty to attend. You know, there was one case study in very old CA final paper, it had come. Yeah, don't say upfront yes or no. It is actually both. Auditors are mandatorily required to attend the AGM unless they have a genuine reason of not attending the AGM. I'm coming to this point that suppose if there is a continuous absenteeism of the auditor in attending the AGM, then if because of the continuous absenteeism, the board of directors can become angry and they can file a complaint with the ICAI. Now, if the board of directors file a complaint with the ICAI, then you will not be allowed to continue your practice, or maybe for some duration your practice may get suspended. The ICAI will snatch away your certificate of practice. Okay. So yes, auditors are supposed to attend the AGM, but if they have a genuine reason of not attending the AGM, and that is, if it is a genuine reason, it can be taken into consideration. Sickness of the auditor, not healthy, not ill health of the auditor, some disease, suffering from some disease, etc. That is a genuine reason. Okay, but continuous absenteeism from the AGM, from consecutive AGMs, may result into a disciplinary action. Don't forget this point. Okay. So continuous absenteeism, and the law is giving you the option. Section 146 is giving you the option that if you cannot attend the AGM, you send your authorized representative who can attend the AGM on your behalf. Okay, sir. Have you understood this point? Perfect, sir. Can I proceed, sir? All the people? Yes, sir. So, how is this session? Are you finding it some revision? If you will study all these sections, you will take ample time to study. We'll revise it here fast. Tell me, everybody's finding it easy? Following? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very good. Fantastic. So, punishment section. Section number 147. Punishment section. Tell me, this section is punishment for which chapter? If you do any violation in chapter number 10, then there is a punishment section. What is the punishment section saying, sir? That there is a, chapter number 10 violation. So there's a penalty on the company and there is a penalty on the officers also who have committed a default. If you violate section 139 to 146, both included, if you violate both these sections, then the penalty on the company will be how much? Minimum 25,000 rupees, maximum 5 lakh rupees. You remember, I had drawn one chart also. Okay. And on the officers of the company, how much is the minimum fine? 10,000 rupees, maximum 1 lakh rupees. Okay. So this is the quantum of punishment for violation of chapter number 10, starting section 139, ending section 146, both included. Let me also tell you there is a punishment on the auditors. Tell me, what is a punishment on the auditors, sir? If the auditor contravenes mainly section 139, 144, 145, these type of section, then what is the minimum punishment, sir? 25,000, maximum punishment 5 lakh rupees, or 4 times the amount of remuneration. Very good. Madhav, excellent. But tell me, if this punishment is levied on the auditor, it is for an offense which is a unknowing offense. The auditor did not knowingly participate in that offense. Okay. Maybe if it was a case of a joint auditor. But if the auditor knowingly or willfully contravenes, tell me, if the auditor knowingly or willfully contravenes, then can I say that the highest punishment can go up to 25 lakh rupees also? Okay. Highest punishment can go up to 25 lakh rupees also, or 8 times the amount of remuneration. Yes or no? 8 times the amount of remuneration. Is it clear or not? Everybody is clear, sir? Imprisonment. How much imprisonment period, sir? This is the only place where imprisonment is given. Imprisonment can be up to 1 year. Up to 1 year. Yes, sir. Tell me, can I say also 447 section may apply? 447 section, do you remember? The table we had drawn in the classroom, section 447. In case of fraud or criminal liability, can I say section 447 can also apply? Everybody is clear, sir? Yes, sir. Cost records. Tell me, cost records. What do you mean by cost records? Who maintain cost records? Cost records include cost sheet, all the other types of cost records. You can also give the name of these cost records in section number 128. 128 section, maintenance of books of accounts. Can cost records form part of books of accounts? Can cost records form part of books of accounts? Answer is yes, sir. Cost records can be included in books of accounts. But tell me, when will cost records be included in books of accounts? Whenever the turnover of the company from all its products and services exceed how much, sir? Anybody remembers the limit for turnover? Anybody remembers the limit for turnover? 35 crores or more. Are yes or no? Yes, 35 crores or more. Turnover limit is 35 crores or more. Jayesh, very good. Tell me which form you have to inform to the ROC that you are maintaining cost records. Calculation of cost of production, cost of operation, sales margin. Which form number you have to inform? CRA, Very good, Ramesh. Very good. CRA one form. CRA one form you have to inform. Okay, tell me, when will you get the books of accounts cost audited? When will you get the books of accounts cost audited? You belong to which sector? Regulated sector, non-regulated sector? Yes or no? You belong to which sector? Regulated sector, non-regulated sector? Tell me, in regulated sector, what should be your overall turnover? Regulated sector, it should be the overall turnover should be 50 crore or more, aggregate turnover. And individual product turnover should be how much, sir? 25 crore or more. Are, do you remember regulated sector, non-regulated sector? And tell me, if you belong to the, yes, if you belong to the non-regulated sector, then your cost accounts will be getting audited if your immediately preceding year turnover is 100 crore or more, and your individual product turnover will be 35 crore or more. Only those products will be cost audited. Yes or no? Are you understanding, sir? Yes, sir. Tell me three exceptions. I have given one case study in my notes. Just see that case study. Three exceptions where, in spite of exceeding this turnover limit, cost audit is not required. Anybody can tell me those three exceptions? Exemptions from cost audit. Exemptions, yeah. If you are operating your unit in the special economic zone, yes. Revenue from exports in the form of foreign exchange exceeds how much, sir? 75% of the total revenue. Correct or not? Revenue from exports exceeds 75% of the total revenue. And tell me, yes, you are using electricity for self-consumption, captive consumption. You are using electricity for captive consumption. If you're using electricity for captive consumption, yeah, through a captively generating plant, yes, then also you are not supposed to do cost audit. So three conditions should be satisfied. What are the three conditions? The three conditions include 75% your export proceeds in the form of foreign exchange should exceed 75% of the total revenue, SEZ, and engaged in the captive consumption plant, captive consumption of electricity. So these are the three conditions that you have to fulfill. Everybody is clear, sir? Perfect. On page number 10.55, they have given you the summary. On page number 10.55, a summary of cost records is given. Tell me, who can be appointed as a cost auditor? Who can be appointed as a cost auditor? A chartered accountant, cost accountant. Okay, only a cost accountant within the meaning of section 2 clause 28. Cost accountant can be appointed as a cost auditor. A chartered accountant can also be appointed as a cost auditor, whether in practice or not. Whether in practice or not. Okay. Is it necessary that they should be in practice? If they are in practice, well and good. But if they are not in practice, still they can be appointed as a cost auditor. But when it comes to signing, it should have a COP, certificate of practice. That is why if you see there is a box written that as per Cost and Works Accountants Act, if you want to do signing, then you should be a whole-time practicing cost accountant. And when they are saying whole-time practicing cost accountant, it also includes a firm of cost accountants. It also includes a firm of cost accountant, which includes LLP firm as well. Okay. Can a company auditor become a cost accountant? Answer is no. The one who is appointed under 139 company auditor cannot become the cost accountant or the cost auditor of the company. Dual position cannot be occupied together. Dual position cannot be occupied together. Is it clear, sir? Perfect. Tell me, whatever I wanted to discuss from this chapter, I have discussed. Anything specific you want me to discuss? Any requirements? Please tell me, I will discuss that. Or should we go to the next topic? Any specific requirements coming up? Should I go to the next chapter? Yes, please. Any specific requirements? Can I go to the next topic? Yes, sir. No requirements. So can I go to the, sir, occupation? Sir, GST audit isn't the opposition Occupation of the company auditor. Yes, it is. So the GST audit can be done by the company auditor also. When we discuss that example number 12, Jayesh, we can do GST audit. So GST audit can be done by the company auditor. GST audit can be done by the company auditor. Yes, answer is yes. So company auditors can take up GST audits. Come on. So let's go to the next topic. Let's go to the next topic. Which topic I have selected after audit and auditors? I will be discussing accounts of company. Chapter number 9. Open. Chapter number 9. Open, everybody. Accounts of companies. We are discussing accounts of companies. Yeah, tell me. Chapter number 9 deals with accounts of companies. Straight away, I want to go and discuss the most important section of this chapter. Who can tell me what is the most important section of this chapter? Section 135, corporate social responsibility. Please come to corporate social responsibility. Yes, CSR. Jayesh, what a fantastic guess. CSR, corporate social responsibility, 9.42 page number. Yeah, tell me what is CSR? What do you mean definition of CSR? Activities which are taken in the normal course of business, can they be called as a CSR activity? CSR cannot be done for normal course of business. Okay. Yes, CSR cannot be done for normal. First line itself is a punching statement. Okay. Okay. If you give vaccines, if you do COVID-19 vaccines, if you give donations for COVID-19 vaccines, medical devices in the normal course of business, will it be treated as a CSR? No. But if it is done otherwise, it will be treated as a CSR activity. Yes or no? It will be treated as a CSR activity. Are yes or no? Everybody agrees. So tell me, which are the activities which are covered under CSR? Those which are given in schedule number 7. How to write schedule 7, Ramesh? How to write schedule 7? Roman number 7. Okay, don't write like this. Roman number 7. So what are the companies which are applicable to CSR? Which are the classes of companies which are applicable to CSR activities? Section number 135, subsection 1. Which are the companies which are applicable to CSR activities? The net worth of the company should be how much? Net worth of the company should be 500 crores or more. Very good. Turnover of the company should be how much? 1000 crores or more. Net profit should be how much? Only rupees 5 crores or more. Yes, 5 crores or more. Then the companies have to maintain unspent CSR account. Yes, unspent CSR account should be maintained as per section 135, subsection 6. Unspent CSR account. There is one question given which I wanted to discuss. Tell me, illustration number 8, please come. Illustration number 8, page number 9.50 module. Illustration number 8. Sir, 20 crores and 38 crores. Compute the minimum amount that Modern Furniture can spend on the CSR account. Modern Furniture Limited was incorporated in 2020. Its net profit for the financial year 2020, 2021, 21, 22 is 20 crore plus 38 crore. Tell me, normally you have to take average profit of the immediately preceding 3 financial year and take 2% of that, correct or not? Average profit of the immediately preceding financial year and take 2% of that, correct or not? But this company's existence is only for 2 years. This company's existence is only for 2 years. So in that case, you have to take both the year profits. Okay. This clarity I'm giving you. Many students ask me such type of doubt. Sir, if the company is not in existence for 3 years, then how to compute average, sir? Then you have to take the 2-year profit only. So just take 2-year profit. That's all. They are asking you to compute the minimum amount. Underline the word minimum amount they are asking. That can be spent on CSR. So it will be 20 crore plus 38 crore. If you look at the option answer also, answer number C 58, it will be the correct answer. Tell me how to get 58. How to get 58? We will take 20 crore plus 38 crore. Then what we will do? 20 crore plus 38 crore. We will divide it by 2. So how much you will get? 58 divided by 2. How much you will get? 20, 26. Correct, sir? 26, take 2% of that. Can you get 58 lakhs? Can you get 58 lakhs? Everybody is getting the answer, 58 lakhs. 29. So 58 lakhs. Are you getting the answer? It is 20 crore plus 38 divided by 2, 29 into 0.02. That is 58 lakhs. I am getting 58 lakhs on the calculator. Are you getting 58 lakhs? Yes, sir. Everybody? So tell me, what will you remember? What will you remember? That if the company is in existence for, yes, if the company is in existence for how many years? 2 years, not in 3 years, 2-year existence. Then what we will do? We will take only 2-year profit and take the average of that and take 2% of that. Because the CSR that we are supposed to do is 2%. Correct or not? The CSR that we are supposed to do is the 2% of the average profits. The CSR that we are supposed to do is 2% of the average profits. Is this a good question to discuss, sir? Is it a good question or not? Choice of question is very important. Yes, sir. See, that's why this type of lectures are so important. Yeah, please come to page number 9.50. That 2% condition is written. 2% of the average net profits of the immediately preceding 3 financial year. Underline that whole condition. Tell me, when a company is doing CSR, should it give more importance to other areas or should it give more importance to the local areas first? Which areas should be given more importance? Correct. Local areas. Very good. Sir, there is one more question given in the module. If you can come to the CSR question. I discussed that question in the class. But if it is given in the module, I would want to discuss for those people who have not attended regular classes. So if you can come to that question at the back of the chapter. Can you come to question number 4? In the module, there is one question given at the back of the chapter. Tell me, do you take net profit before tax or net profit after tax? Who will clarify this? When you're computing the net profit of 2% for CSR, always remember you have to take before tax profit. Yes, NPBT you have to take. Madhav, excellent. Didn't I say this in the class also? Yes, sir. Before tax profit you have to take. Then some student asked me the doubt, so I'm clarifying that when you're computing CSR, you have to always take before tax profit. You have to always take before tax profit. There is one question given in the lecture. I had given that question. the numerical question. I had made that question and I had given it to you. If you have that question, also refer that question. CSR numerical question. Right there somewhere. That's NPBT before tax calculation you have to take. Okay, that numerical question I had given in the classroom. It's not there in the module, I think. They have not given it. I've done it in the classroom, that numerical question. Revise that question and go. Okay, sir? Yeah. Tell me, when will you form CSR committee? Who will answer this question? When will you form CSR committee? When is CSR committee required? And CSR committee takes the decision regarding CSR activities. Okay. CSR committee takes the decision regarding CSR activities. So when is CSR committee required? The CSR committee is when you are doing CSR of how much? 50 lakhs or above. Are yes or no? 50 lakhs or above, when you're doing CSR, then that time CSR committee is required. What is the duty of CSR committee? See, according to subsection 9 of section 135, in the module, I am on page number 9.47. 50 lakh, underline 50 lakh rupees condition, please underline. Yeah, to monitor CSR spendings. And CSR committee will comprise of how many directors? Minimum 3 directors. Okay, 3 or more directors. Yes, very good. One should be independent director. You remember independent director, non-executive director, yes or no? Independent directors are non-executive directors. Okay. Yeah, tell me which are the activities on which you do CSR? CSR activities. As per schedule number 7, go through the list of CSR activities. Tell me, eradication of hunger, poverty. Schedule 7. Swachh Bharat. Swachh Bharat Kosh setup. Okay, healthcare. Promoting education. Special education for children, women, elderly, differently abled. Promoting gender equality. Ensuring environment sustainability. Don't mug up. Just listen to me. Awareness about national flag. Fantastic. Protection of national heritage, art, culture. Measures to benefit war veterans, armed force veterans, war widows. Okay, paramilitary forces, those who are working in paramilitary forces. Promote sports, Olympics. Contribution to Prime Minister's National Relief Fund, PM Cares Fund. Slum development, disaster management, rural development. COVID-19. COVID-19, awareness campaigns about COVID-19 vaccination. All these are CSR activities. All these are called CSR activities. Har Ghar Tiranga, fantastic answer. I'd mentioned everything in the lecture also, regular lectures also. This we are just recollecting all the points. That's all. Har Ghar Tiranga campaign. Can you see that? Page number 9.62. Har Ghar Tiranga is written. Patriotism. Feeling of patriotism. Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. This is a CSR activity. Okay. Don't read so much. Just what I am saying. That much only you remember. Tell me, understood CSR, sir? Can I go to next section? Yes, sir. Very good. You all are intelligent students. Now tell me one more thing. Section 135, then section number 138 I want to first discuss. We'll discuss all, but 138 I wanted to discuss first. Tell me, 138 is on Internal audit, applicability of internal audit. Internal audit. Tell me, which are those companies to whom internal audits will be applicable? As per 138, which are those companies to whom internal audits will be applicable? Who will answer this question? Listed company. Okay, listed company, then unlisted public company. Yes, listed company, unlisted public company. Then companies having paid up share capital of 50 crore or more. Unlisted public company having paid up share capital, how much, sir? 50 crore or more. Turnover, how much, sir? 200 crore or more. All these have to be seen for current year or preceding year. Come on, current year or preceding year? Yes. Previous year. Very good. Very good. Very good answer. Turnover of 200 crore. Turnover is always the highest condition. Outstanding loan 100 crore or more. Outstanding deposit 25 crore or more. Tell me, how in classroom I had explained you how to remember the sequence. See in module how they have given, how we will remember the sequence. 25, 50, 100, 200. Yes or no? Yes, that is easy to remember. Correct, sir? 25 should be deposits. 50 should be paid up capital. Outstanding loan. Yes, outstanding loan how much? 100 crore or more. And turnover should be 200 crore or more. Yes or no? Perfect, sir. And tell me, for private company, how many condition? 4 condition or 2 conditions? For private company, how many conditions? Yeah, only 2 conditions. Which are the 2 conditions? Which are the 2 conditions? Turnover and loan condition. Turnover should be 200 crore or more, and loan, outstanding loan should be 100 crore or more. Correct, sir? Who can become internal auditor? Who can become internal auditor? Chartered accountant or cost accountant? Chartered accountant or cost accountant? Can a chartered accountant become a cost auditor? FAQ question. Can a chartered accountant become a cost auditor? Can a CA be appointed as a cost auditor? CA cannot be appointed as a cost auditor. CA can be appointed as an internal auditor. Only a cost accountant can be appointed as a cost auditor. Yes or no? A CA cannot be appointed as a cost auditor. Only a cost accountant can be appointed as a cost auditor. Yes or no? Can I proceed, sir? Tell me, after 138, what is the next section? Internal auditor section is over. Then what is the next section? 137 section. What does 137 talks about? AOC 4 form, AOC 4 CFS. AOC 4 form, AOC 4 CFS. 137 section. Tell me, are the companies required to file its financial statements? Financial statements includes consolidated financial statements also. So copy of financial statement have to be filed in AOC 4, AOC 4 CFS. Tell me, financial statement should be approved by shareholders at the general meeting. And within how many days of the general meeting we have to file? Within how many days of the general meeting? Yes, 30 days. Which format we have to use? Which format we have to use? XBRL format. Which companies are covered in XBRL? Extensible Business Reporting Language. Which companies are covered under XBRL? Companies which are listed on stock exchanges. Companies having paid up capital of, yes, listed plus Indian subsidiaries. I've given in my notes. Module looks clumsy, but notes Properly it is given. Companies having 5 crore or above paid up capital. Tell me, what else? Companies having turnover of 100 crore or more. Companies covered under Ind AS. Ramesh, excellent answer. Tell me, financial statement should be filed in which language? English language. If it is prepared in any other language, it has to be translated into, correct, translated into English language. 137 section is done. 137 section is done. Okay, next point. PM Relief Fund, PM Care Relief Fund, remember, it will come in exam for CSR activity. Contribution to Prime Minister's Fund. Now elections are coming, na? So hot topic. PM Care Fund will come. Okay, tell me one more thing. 136 section. Who will answer? What is 136 section? If 137 is financial statement, what is 136 section, sir? Anybody? Yeah, financial statement circulation. Very good. The audited financial statement can be circulated. Tell me what can be circulated to members minimum? Financial statement, consolidated financial statement, auditor's report. These all things can be circulated. Okay. To whom it will be given? Who is eligible to receive the copy? Members, debenture holders, trustees, debenture trustees, all other persons who have appointed their trustees. When to send financial statements? 21 days before the meeting. Yes or no? 21 days before the meeting. Shorter period allowed? Shorter period is allowed. Can the company circulate in a shorter period if so agreed by the members? How many members should give the vote? Not less than 95% of the paid up share capital. Yes or no? Vaishnavi, very good. Not less than 95% of the paid up share capital. Are yes or no? And if company is having no share capital, then we see 95% of the total voting powers. Can I say for yes, voting power? Can Section 8 company, in case of Section 8 company, 21 days will be substituted by 21 days will be substituted by Madhav. Excellent answer. 14 days. Tell me, listed companies. Yes. Listed companies can send you financial statement by email also. Yes or no? Can listed company send financial statement to shareholder by email? On which email ID? Which email ID? Which email ID, sir? Anybody? Which email ID? The one which is registered with the depository, stockbroker. Yes or no? Registered with the depository, that email ID, they can dispatch the financial statement. Are yes or no? Fast, FAQ type questions. Tell me, financial statement can be sent in electronic mode? Can you send in e-form? Yes. Can you send in dispatch in physical form? Can financials can be dispatched in physical form? Yeah. Any other mode by which shareholder can access financial statement? Come on, come on. URL. URL address should be given where? URL address should be given where, sir? Where? Not thinking. Yeah, financials can be sent through email. URL address can be given in board report. Very good answer. Board report. I had mentioned also in the classroom. You're not listening, sleeping in the lecture. Not paying attention. URL has to be mentioned in the board report. Yes or no? Okay, tell me next question. So 137, 136 discussion over. Let's go to 135. Let's go to 135. Corporate social response. Okay, sir, done, sir. Let's go to 134. Board report. Board report. Do you remember board report? Who will prepare board report? Board of directors. Okay. Board report will be prepared by board of directors. Is board report part of the annual report of the company? Is board report part of annual report of the company? Yes. Who will sign the board report? Who will sign the board report? Tell me, who will sign the board report? Chairman. Chairman. If chairman is not present, then who will sign? Two directors can be signing. One should be managing director. One should be managing director, MD. Can a chief executive officer sign the board report? CEO. CEO can sign the board report? Yes. CFO can sign the board report? Yes. Company secretary can sign the board report? Yes, sir. Can in one-person company, who signs the board report? The one director himself signs the board report. Yes or no? The one director himself signs the board report. Tell me, what are the contents of board report? What will be written inside the board report? How many annual returns you have filed? How many meetings you have conducted? Board meetings in a year? Director responsibility statement, DRS, section 134, subsection 5. Director responsibility statement, DRS. Yes or no? Director's responsibility statement, DRS. Is it clear, sir? Board report section, signing. In the DRS, what will be written? That the company has followed all the accounting standards. Company's financial statement gives a true and fair view. Company is safeguarding its assets. Company is detecting and preventing frauds and other irregularities. Company is operating on a going concern basis. Internal financial controls are adequate and operating effectively. Internal financial controls are adequate and operating effectively. Please remember DRS. Modern furniture example, page number 9.41. That case study is important. Whether director responsibility statement can state that the controls are operating effectively or not. So the answer is yes. The controls, whether they are operating effectively or not. Adequacy of controls can be given. Operating effectively refers to the controls that is mitigating the risk or not. So controls can be stated. Controls can be stated in the DRS. ABC is a one-person company. ABC is a one-person company. It has only one director who will authenticate the board report. It will be signed by only one director. Yes or no? It will be signed by only one director. Tell me, you want to relax for 1 minute? Break for 1 minute? Yes, sir. Break for 1 minute. Yes. 1 minute break, relaxation. Then I will start. Okay, let us start. So tell me, all the sections that we have discussed are clear so far. Let's go to NFRA, NAFRA, National Financial Reporting Authority, section number 132. Constitution of NAFRA by central government. Constitution of NAFRA by a notification by the central government. Yes, tell me, NAFRA, today many auditors, they indulge into fraudulent practices. So NAFRA will have the powers to impose penalties. NAFRA will oversee the quality of the services given by the auditors. Okay, sir. So NAFRA will oversee the quality of services given by the auditors. NAFRA will put punishments on the auditors. NAFRA will see whether the auditors are complying with the auditing standards. Okay, sir. So the central government will constitute the body that will supersede the powers. Maybe in the times to come, it will supersede the powers of ICAI. Currently, all the disciplinary punishments are imposed on CA by ICAI, but NAFRA will supersede that. Okay. In the times to come, NAFRA may impose punishments on auditors. So, what are the functions of NAFRA? The functions of NAFRA is to protect the interest of the investors, to ensure that the auditors are complying with high quality of accounting standards, auditing standards. Okay, NAFRA will oversee the functions of the auditors, whether they are giving good quality services to their clients. Okay, if needed, NAFRA will also give their recommendations for drafting the accounting standards and the auditing standards. So the accounting standards and auditing standards which are going to come in India will be soon as per the NAFRA consultation. So NAFRA will provide its recommendations and consultations to ICAI. Okay. Not only that, NAFRA will see whether the accounting standards are being properly complied by the chartered accountants, by the CA community or not. Okay, if the companies are not following accounting standards, the auditors have to check, and NAFRA will super check the powers of the auditors. So NAFRA is a very strong body which is created, and it is needed, sir. If you want good compliance mechanism in the accounting and auditing profession, then NAFRA is needed. Okay. NAFRA will have the powers to review the working papers of the auditor. Oh my God, NAFRA will review working papers of the auditors. Okay. So NAFRA will review the working paper, the quality control policies of the auditors. NAFRA will see whether the auditors are giving supervisory services, proper services. Quality services should be given by the auditors. These all activities, they can ask you an exam. Explain functions of NAFRA. Section 132. Explain functions of NAFRA. Okay, so mainly NAFRA will see whether the CA community is offering better services to the client or not. And let me honestly tell you, it is the need of the time that CA people should give good services. Okay. Yes, so these are the functions of NAFRA. How many members are there in NAFRA? According to section 132, there is a chairman, chairperson, yes, and other 15 members. Srinidhi, very good. Not exceeding 15, and they may include full-time and, yes, Afzal, very good, full-time and part-time members. You should not be, if you want to become the member or chairperson of NAFRA, you should not be associated with any audit firm. Okay. Even after 2 years of ceasing to be the member of NAFRA, you should not be associated with the audit firm. Yes or no? NAFRA can investigate the professional and other misconducts which are committed by chartered accountants under the Chartered Accountants Act. And NAFRA can also suo moto initiate the investigation. NAFRA can also suo moto initiate the investigation. NAFRA has quasi-judicial powers. You know what are quasi-judicial powers? Quasi-judicial powers are nothing but they are the like judicial powers. How we have high courts and supreme courts and the authorities. So NAFRA is like them meaning it is quasi-judicial. It is like the judicial body. So it can discover the evidence, it can discover document, it can issue the summons. Okay. It can examine the person on oath. It can inspect the books. Okay, it can ask for written witnesses. So these powers are usually given to the judicial bodies, but NAFRA is like a judicial body. So it is a quasi-judicial body. Okay. Underline the word quasi-judicial powers. Section 132, subsection 4, clause B, NAFRA. NAFRA can pass orders. Okay. Then NAFRA can also debar members of the firm. NAFRA can put punishment, impose penalty on individual firm, minimum 1 lakh rupees, maximum 5 times the amount of fees can be imposed by NAFRA. On firms, 5 lakh rupees, maximum 10 times of the fees received can be imposed by NAFRA. So this much, plus they can debar you. NAFRA can even debar meaning removed, suspended from doing practice. Okay, you may be the auditor, you may be internal auditor, you may be auditor of a body corporate. You may be suspended for a minimum period of 6 months and maximum 10 years period, maximum period of 10 years by NAFRA. So imagine that what powers NAFRA has been given. So please mark the penalties that NAFRA can impose on CA. Important point can come in exam. NAFRA can debar the CA firm. That can also come in exam. NAFRA can impose punishment minimum 6 months, maximum 10 years. You know, NAFRA books are also examined by Comptroller and Auditor General. So the accounts of NAFRA can be audited by the CAG, Comptroller and Auditor General. Underline. NAFRA books can be examined by Comptroller and Auditor General. Then tell me, every company, section 132 is done. Section 133. Every company must follow accounting standards. Correct or not? Every company must follow accounting standards. Who will prescribe the accounting standards? The central government. Okay. Central government will prescribe the accounting standard, and NAFRA will be constituting a committee which will make the accounting standard in the times to come, and any addendum thereto. Addendum meaning the notes to the accounting standards, the summaries to the accounting standards. And whatever central government has prescribed the accounting standards, those standards will be issued by ICAI on the recommendations of the NAFRA. Again, the section 132, read with section 133, that accounting standards which are issued in India will be recommended by NAFRA. Consultation of NAFRA is important for accounting standards. Institute only issues them, but NAFRA will recommend them, consult them, because NAFRA is a expert committee. Earlier it was called NACAS, NACAS, National Advisory Committee on Accounting Standard, but now it has been replaced by NAFRA. Okay, so now NACAS has stopped operating completely. Now NAFRA is doing all the tasks of issuing accounting standards and auditing standards. In fact, even INDAS, the Indian accounting standards, what you people study in final CA, of course, so that standards are also recommended by NAFRA. Okay, tell me, are you following this point? Can I proceed? Let us go to section 128, books of accounts. Books of accounts section. Tell me, who can maintain books of accounts? Every company has to maintain books of accounts. Books of accounts includes books of accounts, books and paper, and company shall also prepare financial statements. How many years books of accounts should be preserved? How many years books of accounts should be preserved? Come on. Preserved for 8 years. Yes, 8 years. Very good. And tell me, what is the fine for preservation of books of accounts if you don't preserve it or if you don't maintain it the way it is said in the section? Rupees 50,000 minimum, maximum 5 lakh rupees. Yes or no? Maximum, yeah, up to 5 lakh rupees. Then books of accounts and books and papers are all books of accounts. Apart from that, financial statement definition given under which section? Number 2, clause number 40, financial statement definition. Financial statement means balance sheet, P&L, cash flow, statement of changes in equity, and explanatory notes. What is the definition of financial year? Financial year to clause 41. Important definition. What is financial year definition? Starting from 1st April, ending on 31st March. But if any company is incorporated on 1st January or thereafter, then the financial year will end on next 31st March. Yes or no? 15 months. Financial year can be for maximum duration of 15 months. And minimum duration of 3 months. Yes or no? Tell me, books of account should be kept at which office? Registered office. Books of account should show a true and fair view. Okay, books of account. Yeah, books of account should be prepared on a double entry system. Books of account should be made on accrual basis. Okay. Double entry, true and fair are the main criterias. Tell me, branch books of accounts can be prepared and kept at the branch office. Branch books can be kept at the branch office. And the copy of the books of accounts can be given to the head office by making a summary returns. Yes or no? Can you prepare books of accounts in electronic form? E-form, yes. Can you keep the books of accounts in the cloud computing? Can you store your books in cloud computing? Yes. From first day of the April 2023, the company should also have a system software, accounting software, which will have which feature? Edit log feature, sir. Audit trail feature. Yes or no? Audit trail feature, yes. So edit log will help the company to make some necessary changes and to keep the track of the books of accounts. Audit trail meaning keep the track of books of accounts. Audit trail should never be disabled. Yes or no? Audit trail should never be disabled. Books of accounts should be kept in legible form. Okay, displayed in a legible form. Printout can be taken. Anytime if you want to retrieve any books of accounts, you can retrieve books of accounts. Backup should be taken. Backup should be taken. Company should also inform the ROC the details of your internet service provider, whose cloud server you are using. So the name of service provider, the IP address, the location of the service provider, and on which cloud the books of accounts are maintained. That detail should be given to the ROC. So ROC should be given details of your internet service provider. The company has to inform that detail to the ROC. Branch book should be kept at the branch. Summary return should be sent on a periodical basis. What do you mean by periodical basis? What do you mean by periodical basis? Monthly or quarterly? Yes or no? Monthly or quarterly? Can board of director inspect books of accounts? Can board of director go for inspection of books of accounts? Board of director can inspect. Yes. Tell me, books of accounts. Yes, books of accounts, can they be maintained outside the country? Books of accounts can also be maintained outside the country. The directors should be helped by the employees and officers of the company. Director representative cannot go for inspection. Director cannot send his proxy. He has to himself go and do the inspection of books of accounts. Books of accounts include all the necessary vouchers. And minimum penalty for not following the above provision, section 128 subsection 6, 50,000 rupees minimum, maximum 5 lakh rupees. And this penalty will be charged on which people? Officers. Who are the officers? In default, managing director, whole-time director, CFO, any other person who is in charge by the board. Can a company maintain books of account on cash basis? Question is, can a company maintain books of accounts on cash basis? No. Accrual basis only. Yes or no? Section 129. Let's come to financial statement section. Financial statement should show a true and fair view. They should be prepared as per accounting standards, which are notified under section 133. Schedule 3 format should be followed. Tell me, insurance company, banking company, electricity supply company, such other companies, even if they don't follow this Schedule 3 format, still their financials will show a true and fair view because they have a different disclosure format. Because they have which format, sir? Different disclosure format. Yes or no? Companies will prepare consolidated financial statements. Sir, important point. If you have subsidiaries, company, holding company, associate company, joint venture company, then the company has to also prepare consolidated financial statements. Where a company has one or more subsidiaries, associate, in addition to the financial statement, it should also prepare consolidated financial statement. Even consolidated financial statement should be laid down in the AGM. Tell me, salient features of subsidiary company should be mentioned in which form number? AOC 1 form number. Salient features of subsidiary. AOC 1 form number. Also tell me, Schedule 3. You have to prepare consolidated financial statement as per Schedule 3 and following accounting standards. Following accounting standards. If your shareholders have agreed that they don't want consolidated financial statement, then you are exempted from preparation of consolidated financial statement. If the members don't want and they give it in writing that they don't want consolidated financial statement, then you are exempted from preparing consolidated financial statement. Or if you are not a listed company, then you are exempted from preparing consolidated financial statement. 2 points more I added just now. If shareholders have given in writing that they don't want the CFS, then there is no need to prepare CFS. Or if you are an unlisted company, then there is no need to prepare CFS. That is a partial exemption given. Consolidated financial statements will also be audited just like the main financial statement. Mutatis mutandis. Mutatis mutandis meaning as it is. So just like we conduct audit of main, similarly we have to conduct audit of consolidated financial statement. And if there is any change in the accounting policy, then you have to disclose the reasons of those change in the notes to account, financial effect, and why there is a change, deviation. What is the reason for changing accounting policies? So your financial statement should disclose the reasons for such change. Penalty will be same like section 128, 50,000, 5 lakh rupees. Penalty provisions are same like section 128. Fine will be the same, 50,000, 5 lakh rupees. But here imprisonment of 1 year will be extra point. Amounts, penalty amount same, imprisonment up to 1 year. Or both can also be levied. Both can also be levied. Are companies supposed to disclose their periodical financial results? If they are listed companies, yes. Okay, they have to conduct a limited review by a chartered accountant. Limited review meaning not audit, just glancing. Limited review. And you can file with the ROC a copy of financial statements which are limited review financial statements. Generally, these sections are applicable to listed companies. Generally, these sections are applicable to listed companies and some really large companies. Something like Swiggy, Zomato, Parle Products, Razorpay, Ola. To really large companies, these sections are applicable. Oyo. Tell me, is it clear? Can the books of accounts once closed be reopened? Next section, section 130. Can you reopen the books of accounts? If the High Court or the tribunal order, then we can. Who can file the application to the High Court or tribunal? Central government, SEBI, income tax authority, statutory bodies, tribunals. Why accounts will be reopened? Tell me. What is the reason for reopening? Fraud, mismanagement. Tell me, for how many years the authority can pass order for reopening? 8 financial years immediately preceding the current financial year. Yes or no? Reopening cannot happen beyond 8 years. Everybody agrees? Tell me, can you revise the books of account? Voluntary revision, section 131, voluntary revision. Voluntary revision of the financial statement and board report. Can you do the voluntary revision? Yes, if approved by the tribunal. Tell me, when will the NCNT say that the voluntary revision is required? When the financials are not prepared as per section 129, or when the board report, when the board report does not comply with 134. Voluntary revision can happen for how many years? 3 preceding years. Very good. And you have to make an application to the NCLT for asking this order. An NCLT application will be made in which form number? NCLT 1 form number. Underline form number. An NCLT order copy will be filed with the ROC within 30 days. Within 30 days. Tell me yes or no. So 129 section financial statement, 128 section books of account. Just tell me all the sections we have covered. 130 section reopening, 131 section voluntary revision, 132 section constitution of NFRA, 133 section accounting standards. Yes, sir. 134 section board report, 135 section CSR, 136 section right of members, circulation of financial statement, right to receive financial statement. Yes or no? 137 section filing, XBRL format, Ind AS companies. 138 section internal auditing. Yes or no? Jayesh only said the last section. I said all. Tell me, is it clear, sir? Perfect. This was which chapter? This was chapter. Yes, sir. This was chapter number 9. Accounts of company, chapter number 9. Audit of company, chapter number 10. Is it clear to all the people? So now I just wanted to ask you, is the thing followable, understandable? Are you following everything? Can we take up one more topic? Yes, sir. Let's come to one more chapter, prospectus. Prospectus chapter. Let's come to prospectus chapter. What is prospectus? Prospectus is offer document inviting public to subscribe for the shares. Do you issue prospectus when you make a private placement? Do you issue prospectus when you make a private placement? Come on. No. Then what is the name of the document? What is the name of that document? Letter of offer. Low. Letter of offer. Very good. Yes, tell me. Can a public company issue a prospectus when it is making a public offer? Answer. When it is making IPO, FPO, yes. Can a private company issue a prospectus? Can a private company issue a prospectus? No, private company cannot make public offers. So it is not allowed. Yes. Private placement. Can a public company and private company both make private placement? Yes. Rights issue, bonus issue. Can both make private placement and bonus issues, right issues? Yes. Which companies have to comply with SEBI regulations? Public companies or private companies? Very good. Public companies. What does the term securities means? What is securities? Securities means Section 2, Clause 81. Read with SACRA definition. Security Contract Regulation Act definition. What is security? Security means shares, debentures, bonds, scrips, derivatives, units of mutual fund, collective investment scheme, security receipts, any other tradable, marketable certificate creating mortgage debt, government securities, and such other instruments as the central government, state government will prescribe. Tell me, can the company now go for direct overseas listing? Can a company now go for a direct overseas listing? Section 23, subsection 3, direct overseas listings. Is there any need to issue ADR, GDR? No, not required. You can directly go for overseas listing. You can directly go for overseas listing. Yes or no? So as per section 2, clause 70, what is a prospectus? Yeah, prospectus means any document, any offer document, red herring prospectus, shelf prospectus, any notice, circular, advertisement, inviting subscriptions from the public. Okay? Inviting subscriptions from the public. Shelf prospectus, red herring prospectus, offer document. Are yes or no? Yes. Tell me, what is a shelf prospectus? What is a shelf prospectus? Certain companies issue shares, and within 1 year, if they issue one more type of shares, then can I say that same shares can be issued under shelf prospectus? And shelf prospectus, yes, and shelf prospectus has to be linked with one more document called as information memorandum. You remember information memorandum? Any major event taking place, you have to give the details in information memorandum. Are yes or no? Information memorandum. What is offer for sale? OFS. What is offer for sale? The directors liquidate their shares. Okay. The directors, when they want to reduce their stake in the company, the management, when they want to reduce their stake in the company, section 28 will come in exam, important section. They will liquidate their shares. That is called offer for sale. Do section 28 properly. Section 28, I'm telling you, it will come in exam. Mark it important. Offer for sale. Students leave these sections and this type of sections come in exam. Tell me, sir, today's discussion is clear so far? Perfect, sir. Will you revise? So 3 chapters. Tomorrow we'll continue with next lecture. We'll continue with prospectus. I will do more important sections. But will you revise all these points? So today 2 major topics we discussed: audit and accounts of a company. Yes or no? Audit and accounts of a company. So please keep on studying. Lecture is okay, sir. Beneficial to you? Helpful? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. So next lecture we'll continue with our discussion. Fantastic. Fantastic. Very good. Thank you so much. And bye-bye. Bye. 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 Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Bye, Madhav. Thank you so much. Pooja, bye. Anushri, bye bye. Pratiksha, bye. Everybody, Vignesh, bye bye. Sanjana, thank you. Sushmita, bye. Srushti, bye bye. Yashaswini, bye bye. Thank you so much, everybody. Isha, bye. Anurag, bye bye. Yes, bye bye. Rashmita, bye. Thank you so much, everybody.